everybody, it's your boy Boom coming at you all a brand new Supreme Northface drop review, man. I'm really excited for this one because we actually got a good Supreme TNF week. It's felt like the last couple collabs we've had I've just not been excited about, whether it's way too expensive. I mean, this shit's always way too expensive, but I'm talking like $1,000 suede jackets, or just not like the prints. It's not felt that wearable. I feel like this has actually been a really solid collection, and even if you don't like the jackets, we have some amazing hats, we have some solid bags, the shirts are nice, got a motherfucking teddy bear, man. Who thought we were getting a teddy bear for TNF? I think this is a really solid release. We're gonna talk about it alongside everything else dropping this week, so drop a like if you do enjoy these droplets reviews. I just said the word drop like 3 times in a row, so I think we've got a lot getting into this list. I hope you guys do enjoy the video though. Let's get started. Now, of course, I always gotta start these videos off just mentioning if you want to join my private cook group browser, where I'm in every single day talking to the boys about resell, life, crippling sadness, whatever it may be, man. We're always in there chatting. I write up every single week my favorite items to go for, give them a little like book report. I'm seeing some really good items at Target this week as well. This is probably the most stuff I'm gonna cop from a TNF collab in a very long time. I can't stress to you guys how good I think some of these items are. So yeah, if you want to join the group, go over to the top pinned comment, hit the link for it, and you'll get a free 7-day trial to see if it's for you. So let's get in this list now. The number one upvoted item is of course the Northface Bear. Now this is a $158 bear. I knew it was going to be pricey. I think that's actually cheaper than the first bear they came out with, so that's something, I guess. This little cuddly fella comes with his own little nupsy. That's obviously a really cool touch. But at $158, man, let's not beat around the bush. This is a motherfucking brick. The last bear did super bad on the market. That was when Supreme had way more hype as well. So this is a pretty obvious brick, which is half the reason I'm like, guys, please don't make me buy this shit, man. I buy so many bricks as it is. I think I'm probably going to be avoiding it, to be honest. But I'm curious, are any of you actually going to end up buying this bear? I'm kind of surprised it's number one upvoted. I mean, I'm not, because your guys' upvotes never make fucking sense. If so, big props to you. Don't tell your girlfriend or your wife or just anyone in your general social circle, because they're gonna look at you sideways like, what the fuck are you doing with your money? Let's move on to an item that does not surprise me it's so upvoted, the Supreme North Face short sleeve top. And that should mean this is a nicer quality tee. They're usually $54 or $48, so being $58 tells me it's gonna be actually a nicer shirt, so that's a good touch. That's a good start for this one. The colorways, amazing, man. They've actually came out with very similar shirts in this design. The last one they did was a short sleeve pocket tee, which I was telling people go buy those. They're now around $100, and the same is gonna happen for this. Now, Supreme TNF, you do have to wait a little bit for it. This shirt should be aging a lot quicker than some of these other items, especially the warmer it gets outside, but still, it's gonna be like a 2-month hold or so, but it's so reliable. If I could, I would invest like $1,000 into just buying these, and I could sleep comfortably at night knowing I'm gonna be getting sales of at least $90+ in a couple months once it's warmer outside. There isn't a front logo, which does kind of suck. That usually helps out with these shirts, but I think the back logo is solid enough and the colorways are really good. My favorite's that tan, because they've never done that color before, but the white and the black color both did very good in the past. These should probably be selling out pretty quickly. $58 is a little expensive for a shirt, but if you're able to hold on to these, really good investment item here. A lot of this stuff will be more so investment items. I recommend it for these shirts though. I'm gonna be getting some myself. Next up, we're actually gonna go away from the TNF for a second. Y'all got the short sleeve Rugby top as the next most upvoted, and this one also does not surprise me, especially when you get that 118 retail. That's what I'm talking about, man. That's what we like to see. Now, is it the colored one or the black one people are vibing with? I think the black one's better just because, like, I don't know, the other colorway is just a little too crazy, although it does match the Rugby theme a lot more. I love the little designs they hit on this. The little old ass wrinkle dude, you got the sheep, like, I mean, I'm fucking with it, man. This is a really cool one. You got a big Supreme logo. 118, I think this is gonna be a really nice low-key hold item. It's definitely a type of item you want to sell before the season's over, because it might fall into obscurity a little bit in say like 6 months time. I think by like spring, summertime, these will probably be going for around 150, 160 plus. That being on the conservative end. If you get like an XL or so, I would honestly expect these to be around 200 bucks. I think this is a really good hold item again. One of the stronger lookbook items, especially at this 118 retail. That's a really cheap price. You would at least get your money back if it like really brick like that. Usually these more obscure items though, you don't see as huge of stock on, so these will probably sell out decently quick, and I think it's gonna be a really good hold. I'm almost bummed this is on a TNF week, honestly, because this would have been a great lookbook item to go for a different release. Definitely go grab one if you guys are able to afford the hold for a few months. I don't think it's a bad pickup at all. I would just avoid smalls because I believe these fit a little smaller, so the bigger sizes will probably do better. Next up, let's talk about these S logo items, and oh my god, man. it feels like every season now we get these really cool pants from Supreme, but the prices have just skyrocketed, man. These are $268. Like, I miss the days when the super crazy Supreme pants were $198 at most. I swear every season now they're coming out with denim that's more and more expensive. Yeah, $268 kind of kills these for me. I don't really like love the pants too much. I honestly think the S looks kind of weird on them. Maybe it'll look better on body. The photos they took I don't really love too much, but I could definitely see it look a lot better when you're wearing them. Obviously it's going to be that dirty wash, but these are pretty skippable. It's a loose fit jean as well, which is the style people want. But the denim trucker I think looks a lot better, at least in the on-body photos we saw. But yet again, dude, $348. I remember when these were $248, bro. What the fuck happened, man? Like, I just don't get it. They did a Supreme Hysteric Glamour collab with like all over prints. I think those were like $268. Adding another like $100 on top is just outrageous to me. They're just getting way too crazy with these denim set prices. So these are both skippable, even though I think it's a cool little S logo take. Let's get back to the good stuff though, man. Let's go back to the Supreme TNF. Next we got the Crewneck coming in at $138. Honestly, that's a pretty cheap price for a Crewneck. Usually the Supreme ones are $158. Again, this will be on a TNF blank, so that's part of the reason it is cheaper. Now, I usually avoid Crewnecks when it comes to Supreme for the most part, because it's just not a very popular resale item. The sweaters do great, the hoodies do great, the Crewnecks usually are bricks. Like, maybe once a season there's a Crewneck that does decent on the market, but I never see them reach outrageous prices. The last Crewneck I remember with Supreme TNF was those pigment dyed ones. Those were really plain, so I do think this is a way stronger design. I think there is some potential here, but it's a little risky. You're paying like 20 bucks more than those Rugbies, which I honestly think might be a little bit more reliable. Although these do have a higher ceiling, it is again going to be a bit of a hold item. The black and the sand are both really nice though. Those would be the two I would go for if I were to cop one of these. Honestly, I think there's other items that are better to go for. I'd rather invest in two of the short sleeve tops than buying one of these Crewnecks, and you'd still be saving like 20 bucks. You probably get similar profit margins, maybe even more with the t-shirts. So the Crewnecks are nice. If you got the budget for it, maybe if you take L's on a bunch of other stuff, you want something to hold on to, go target one in a bigger size. But I think they're kind of skippable just because Crewnecks are not a super popular design when it comes to selling Supreme. Next, let's talk about the shorts. These are what, 98? Oh my god, man, there are some really good retails with this collab. Again, TNF blanks, I believe. I'm not as positive on these. I think they are though. Yeah, being 98, they have to be Supreme TNF. They're nylon. I don't know if you guys would have preferred these to be sweat shorts or not. There's definitely some profit to be made on these, I can't lie. Again though, shorts are not like a super popular resale item with Supreme. They have to have done Supreme TNF shorts before. Let me look real fast. I guess it was just those belted shorts, which feel a little different from these. 98 is a pretty good price to pay. I know those belted shorts ended up doing pretty well. They had more of a cargo look though. I think there's potential on these. These could be a sleeper. Again, I know it's getting old me saying it, but it's going to be a hold item. Like, Supreme TNF is just really not a collection you see with immediate profit nowadays. Back in the day, you could sell the jackets for crazy prices out the gate. Not so much now. It's definitely more for sure going for something like the t-shirt or like the bags or hats, which we'll talk about, but I do still think you can find some profit with the shorts or the Crewneck. Next up, we got the tape seam shell jacket and the Nupsies. Let's talk about both these jackets. So it looks like just barely y'all have the tape seam shell jacket more upvoted. I think that does make sense. It's probably a bit more wearable, especially with the upcoming, like, getting warmer out. I like the Nupsie more. I just think I like the Nupsie jacket model more in general, but I do think this design kind of looks better on the tape seam shell jacket. Now, my favorite, I was already saying in my video yesterday, was this cream purple color. I just like the ode to the older Supreme TNF jacket. I think that just is such a cool touch to this. You got the logo hit on the sleeve. I don't even think the Nupsies have that logo hit. I didn't even realize that before. I don't know which of these two jackets will end up being more popular, because the Nupsies certainly have a higher ceiling, but I feel like the tape seam just is more popular, makes more sense with this design concept. As much as I hate to say it, black might be the best option here if you're really trying to resell. Purple is definitely second. I don't know, man. The camo is such an oddball. It could actually end up doing well, but it's a little risky in my opinion. It's just so loud. But honestly, I don't really recommend investing in these jackets. It's just so pricey, man. $400, that's gonna be $440 after fees. That's gonna take a sale of $500 plus. We just really do not see Supreme TNF reach those prices with the jackets much anymore. Sometimes the Nupsies do. I will say the Nupsies, if it's the right design, can still get there. Maybe the black Nupsy. I think the other Nupsies are a little too crazy. I would just skip on these jackets. Like, I pretty much have skipped on jackets from Supreme TNF for several years at this point, and they're such good side items. Some of them we've already talked about, others we're about to talk about. I would rather invest in those than putting $440 into one of these jackets. So as much as I do enjoy them, if you're gonna get one for yourself, let me know which. I'm actually very curious. If you want to know sizing, some people are asking me. I get mediums for both of these and they fit me really well. I'm like 6'1", 6'1" if you're a girl, like, you know, skin and bones like a Minecraft skeleton, and I always go mediums on these. They fit me perfectly. Next up, let's talk about this waist bag. 118, black color. How you doing? Keep it moving, man. It's just that simple. You get a black TNF bag, for the most part it's gonna age well. 118 is a crazy price, man. That is actually a very good deal. The whole zipper concept works like best on these bags. It doesn't even look bizarre at all. Get a black TNF waist bag and hold on to it. Look at the last TNF waist bags they just did. Black colorways, like double retail. This is a really good hold option. We don't get the waist bags too often. Really good investment item here. This is gonna get up to 200 bucks. It'll take it just about as long as like a week 1 Supreme bag, but it's a really good hold. That black one, that should go in everyone's cart that's able to afford holding onto it for some months. Really good cop there. And let's talk about these hats. These hats are also the MVPs of this collection. Honestly, I think you could even get all 3 hats. Now the purple is kind of ugly on this. I actually sort of dig the camo for this one, but the black obviously is going to be the best. That black is just so good. I've bought these Supreme Northface hats in similar styles before. I always sell them for around 100 plus. You should be getting a hat. Another item that is going to teleport off the website. If I could recommend you guys 3 items to cop out of this collection: black hat, black waist bag, and any of the tea colors aside from red, that is like the glory cart for this week. Those are the 3 best items you can cop. I'm scared of how fast the black hat's gonna sell out. I think it's gonna be one of the quickest items to sell from this collection. Definitely get one, boys. These are gonna go to 100 plus, and they're not gonna stop holding well. They don't do these hats very often, especially a 6-panel style. Maybe if you want to go for a camo as well. It's only 54. I could even see myself doing that because I think the camo is kind of cool. That about does it for the Supreme TNF. I have not seen this much good resale out of Supreme TNF collection in super long. That's why I'm stoked about it, and I think the jackets are actually really cool and inventive. So I just don't get why people are upset with this collection. Let's keep it moving though. We got some other stuff to talk about. The Can Hoodie sweatshirt. There's always a hoodie, it feels like, every season that I'm like, you know what, that is like the one hoodie I would rock from this year. This is it for me. I really do like this hoodie. The green color, without question, is the best. Andy Warhol vibes. Maybe the red will do better because of that red. I don't think so. The green is really nice, man. That's a similar green they used on the MF Doom hoodies. This is a really sick one. I don't know if I'd recommend it for resale. It's a little too obscure. If one were to resell, it would be the green. I wouldn't buy it for resale, but that is a dope personal. The Shadow Plaid Flannel Zip Up. What are they doing to me, bro? Why are they releasing this on this TNF week when there's already so much other stuff to go for? You guys know I love these Shadow Plaid zip ups. I got 2 of them already from like a couple seasons ago, the black color and the red. I love both. This green looks really nice. I already know I'm gonna see some on-body photos of it and just be depressed, but I think I'm gonna be a man this week and skip it, dude. Like, I can't spend this much money every single week. I just dropped a rack last week. If I get this flannel zip up, I'm gonna be spending like $300-400 this week. I just can't do it, man. I would rather invest in something like the Rugby than buy this for myself, because honestly I already have enough zip up flannels from Supreme, but fuck do I love this one. It's probably not gonna resell. I feel like those first designs they came out with were a little more hype, but I love the green color of this. Maybe I'll do it. There's a small chance, like if I really get down bad, I'll somehow just end up copping one, because I always do that shit. Really nice personal though. Corduroy pocket camps. These are 54. Sometimes these pocket camps do well with Supreme. Honestly, it's a buy at your own risk item. If you hold it long enough, it probably will go up in its price, but they also do pocket cam caps very often. I don't think they've done a corduroy style before though. Honestly, it's so hard to predict cam caps. This floral one for no fucking reason could pop off. The blue, I would stay safe with the black one personally, but I'm not going to be copping in general. Tag sweatpants and hoodies and beanies. Dude, I've never really liked this tag design from Supreme, and as someone that loves graffiti, I don't know why. I honestly have no idea why. I mean, they did like a micro hoodie one year that I thought was cool. This design with the kind of all over, it's, I don't know, man. It's just not doing much for me. The beanie's probably the best out of the 3. The hoodie's not terrible, but they're pretty easily skippable. Reflective sweater, I hate these, honestly. Like, I just don't feel feel like a sweater should be 3M. That's just weird to me. So that's a skip. And then finally we got the Creep 6 panel. I really do like this item a lot. It's just a little too fat of like a design for me to wear on a hat. Like, I don't know. I just don't think it looks great in this hat format. They could have came with something way cooler for these. I don't know. In this style, I don't really enjoy it too much. I love that they brought the $sign on the backside back. They used to do that very often on their like 2010 hats. I love to see them do that again. But that does it for this week, y'all. So if I didn't make it kind of clear, y'all should be getting a black hat, one of these tees. You can get multiple tees, get a couple of them, and get that black waist bag. Those are the best options for the week. That's what I'm gonna be doing personally. I'll probably go for like a size large on the shirt, so I'm not risking it with like an XL, double XL. I think the Rugby in black is a great investment as well, but you're gonna have to be patient with it. And besides that, maybe if you want to risk it on the shorts or the crew neck, but I would rather invest in those other TNF items I mentioned to y'all. It's been your boy Boone. I hope y'all enjoyed. I'm probably editing this one really fast because I've been talking way too long. And I gotta get this one out for y'all so you can see my predictions. I just got my week 1 packages in, so that video should be coming up soon. I'm out. Peace.